It's dog shit out here today. I take it you don't want to be on camera?
That would be correct.
Whenever she don't have makeup on or sunglasses or a hat. After quite a bit of research and talking to a few people, I've decided that I'm actually going to go on a cut. And I know what you're thinking, Matt, you're tiny. Don't go on a cut. Let me explain. I've been bulking up for about 12 weeks now, and I've been kind of frustrated because I've hit somewhat of a plateau. Now, before we think that this is Matt yo-yo dieting, like I'm bulking up, oh nope, got too fat, going back down. That's not what this is. I started doing research about people who are, quote, skinny fat, i.e. they look thin like myself, but they're higher body fat percentage, like 16, 17, 18% body fat. Because if you didn't know, which you probably don't, I don't have the most amazing lean looking body just because I have fat in stupid places. Granted, I've built some muscle, so it's kind of helped that, but it's also exacerbated that because I've put on more fat in those areas. So say I continue to do this until December, like I was planning to do, I'm gonna be 20+% body fat, and nobody wants that. I'm gonna have muscle, but I'm gonna be fat. With that said, I started doing research and I came across something that was kind of interesting. I haven't, I'm not gonna go too far into this. I think the reason I just explained is enough for me to cut down first. But you have obviously testosterone and estrogen, so male and female hormones. And higher body fat is a correlation with higher estrogen, especially that's why when you build fat you get it in the feminine areas, i.e. your chest, your hips. So when you have higher estrogen, it's counteracting the testosterone, and your ability to build muscle is hurt, for lack of a better term. So even if I were to bulk until December, my ability to build muscle would not be optimal, considering the fact that my estrogen is higher, not than my testosterone, but my estrogen is higher than it would be if I was leaner, therefore not being able to build as much muscle. So when I cut down all that fat, I'm not even gonna have that much muscle because I really didn't build any, I just packed on more fat, which is kind of what's happening right now, and that's why I'm cutting down. In order to rebalance those hormones, dropping your body fat will lower the estrogen, therefore your ability to build muscle will be better, and you can get a crazy, awesome, jacked looking, amazing physique, bruh! And I'm not gonna go to the doctor and get like my hormones tested or anything. I don't see the need for that. I'm just gonna lean down because one, the first reason I explained it makes enough sense for me to do that. And two, I'm just gonna take the information that I have and experiment with it and see if it works, because that's the type of person I am. I'm not gonna look for cold hard evidence, because not even cold hard evidence works with everybody, because everybody's different. So I'm gonna cut down. It's gonna be like 6 to 8 weeks, nothing crazy. Just get down to a reasonable body fat percentage and then go back up. And I bet you'll see the difference in how I go back up. I'm super excited because I came home today to these. Look who it is. Business cards. I don't know if I want my number on there. Maybe I do, I don't know. But Need a burrito.
I just want everyone to see how I set up my bed when I come home. I have Matthew's pajamas right here. I have my t-shirt folded right there. And we both have our phone chargers. Mine's somewhere underneath that pillow. Candle lit. This is what OCD looks like. Okay? Did you ever show the people that I got you that?
It's about to get real corny right now, but there's no chance you can actually read that.
Yeah, you can.
Well, if you can read it, you're special. I want to talk about how I'm going to design this cut. It's going to be 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how it goes, 12 at the most. I'm going to start my carbs higher right now, and then I'm going to slowly lower them and slowly raise my fat. Slowly. Gallon of water each day, non-negotiable, going to happen. 30 minutes of fasted cardio daily. I'm only lowering my calories down to what I believe maintenance is, and then I'm going to drop it down by doing cardio because I'd rather eat more. I'm going to keep the same training split I'm doing now. Legs, push, pull, arms and shoulders. That's going to remain the same right now. Still lifting as heavy as I possibly can, and then doing some bodybuilding stuff around that. Nothing crazy, same thing that I have been doing. Gonna try to maintain as much strength as I possibly can while being at a caloric deficit, so dropping fat, maintaining whatever muscle I pretend to have. And then that's pretty much it. Not much else to it than that. I used to look like this, but I don't plan to do that this time. I plan to, look a little different because before the first time I cut all the way down, I was 158 then, and I had zero muscle, like zero. Was doing no weight training, all cardio, like playing basketball, that's all cardio, and then eating no protein at all. So, not gonna look like that. I looked sick, and I'm not even gonna go down to 158. That's too small, but I am gonna try to go down to I don't know what, it depends. I've never done cutting this way before, but I'm guessing like 170 is going to be a good place for me to then bulk back up. And it's not going to be like going from 300 calories to 4,000 calories. It's going to be progressive going back up. It's going to be a slow process, but I'm excited. And just so you know what I'm talking about, like, you can obviously tell that I'm thin. I wasn't gonna do this, but whatever. This is what I look like right now. As you can see, like, I got this, like, this shit and this shit and this shit. And what we're doing is getting rid of that so I can build more muscle and have less fat, and it'll be cool.